Earlier this month, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and by extension the Nintendo Switch itself, turned 3 years old. I obviously wanted to do something for this momentous occasion, but being new to this whole YouTube thing, I didn't really know what to do. I've mentioned in a previous video that I would love to see certain places in Breath of the Wild to be restored to their former glory, more specifically, the Great Plateau and Hyrule Castle Town. However, as we see from the trailer of Breath of the Wild 2, this is probably not going to be the case, as we see Hyrule Castle pretty much achieving liftoff. So even if between Breath of the Wild 1 and 2, Hyrule Castle Town was restored, it's probably just been destroyed again. But this is where I kind of took matters into my own hands, and entirely rebuilt Hyrule Castle Town in RPG Maker.
Oh boy!
Anyways, so this is Zelda Breath of the Wild's Hyrule Castle Town in RPG Maker. If you're not into the RPG style games and this pixel art kind of stuff, then you might as well just click off the video now, because this is pretty much what's going to be for the rest of the video. So basically, as you can see, I'm controlling Linky Boy, or something that's a close approximation of him, basically, because I'm only using the RPG Maker's base assets, so I can only come up with whatever is close as possible to Link, which you can see here. So that is what Link looks like. You have 1,000 rupees at the start, but no one cares about that. So that's what Link looks like. Not too amazing compared to the Breath of the Wild Link, but out of the other characters, such as Zelda, because Zelda's in here as well somewhere, Link looks the closest to his Breath of the Wild appearance than anyone else. We'll say it like that. Anyway, so arrow keys, walk around, all that kind of stuff. You can currently enter all houses in this map, basically. I don't even know what I'm talking about. You can enter the house, just go to the top of the house, and you can enter. This is meant to be a shop. You can buy some stuff. You won't buy anything now, but you see at the top it has like a random note about them, and I had to write all of it because why not? Let's go out for now. Hyrule Castle Town. Go back to the beginning. Can't go further. So yeah, pretty much managed to make the entire map so far. Here we have the fountain, because the fountain would be pretty hard to do with the assets I have, so I just made it not there at all, with the obvious plainly put, here's Zelda, that hasn't been rebuilt yet. You can talk to Zelda. So that's what Zelda looks like. Again, not amazing. She obviously has shorter hair in the Breath of the Wild 2 trailer. I might change it soon, but that's what she looks like. That's what she looks like now. Here you have all the market stalls. You can buy some stuff. Here you can buy gems. I added emerald because why not? It's kind of weird in Breath of the Wild that you don't have emerald, but you have sapphire, ruby, and all the others. Just whatever, I just added it in there. And as you can see with the lines I'm writing down on the characters, I'm not that great with. Ooh, I didn't even make anything for her yet. Whoopsie daisy. Nope. Some of the characters don't even have lines. Yeah, no, I just added random people in there. Oopsie. Enter the house by accident. So yeah, we'll go back in there. Each house has... Most houses have 2 floors. You have a ladder. You can go up, you can go down. Don't walk into random people's houses, kids, because that's probably going to be a bad idea. Anyway. Yeah. Loading zones. So, currently... Anyway. So, currently I have 94... 90 something. 96 buildings. See if you recognize any of these places from in-game. So currently there is, well, not a story, but there's an objective to this game. I can't tell you what it is yet, although it is completed and sorted out and whatnot. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet because reasons. But it'll be pretty easy to figure out once you first play the game, if you play the game. You'll be able to figure out pretty quickly what you're meant to be trying to do. Actually doing it, however, will probably be slightly difficult. But all I can really... What are you doing? Okay, I know she's moving now. There's obviously some still bugs flying around everywhere. No pun intended, but figure that out soon. So yeah, while there is an objective, figuring out is probably going to be... I mean, I hope it's going to be difficult. But all I can tell you about it is that Korok seeds. Just think Korok seeds and you'll figure it out. It's not actually Korok seeds, but something close to it. Besides that, well, here we have the watchtower, which you can go in, but I'm not going to now. You got the cathedral up here. Let's go all the way up. All the way. Yeah, this is the cathedral. Rather large building. We obviously don't know what the cathedral looks like in-game, so I kind of just made it up. Yeah, it's just completely made up. Oopsie. Anyway. So there is, so far, I think maybe 4 just random fetch quests you can do. As well as talk to the people that actually have dialogue. Like here. But as you can tell, I'm not the best script writer in the world. But I probably gave most of the people something to say. Here we're going back up the bridge to the castle, which you're not allowed to enter because reasons. Now I'll just quickly show you a couple of places of interest with their Breath of the Wild appearance on screen as well, just so you can know what's going on with where, really. And as with any good RPG, you obviously need a few battles, which I've added as well. If you can see what's on screen now, you might recognise it as level 1. If you don't know what level 1 is, then, well, shame on you. If you do know what level 1 is, then you should know that the entire thing is here, complete with all the battles. I'm not going to show it to you now, but you just have to trust me on this. Another thing that I decided to add into the game is being able to cook stuff. Once you bought a whole bunch of items in the market, you can come here to cook stuff. So you just go to one of these Grudo ladies. You have to make something that you have the items for. So we'll try the fruit and mushroom mix. And best game ever, 10 out of 10. Yeah, I decided to add that in there just for extra flair, if you want to say it like that. You have different kinds of meals which help you in different things during battle. And you can do different stuff with them. And as for some other stuff, you obviously can't have any sort of Zelda game without references. I did put a whole bunch of them, but this is the only one I'm going to show you now. Yeah, that's it. You got a treasure chest, and you find a little sword. There are a whole bunch more, but I'm not going to go through every single one now, as that would probably take a while. As for some sort of release date for this, again, I don't know even if I should release this. I have to see if there's a lot of interest for it first. Because obviously this is the first time I'm using RPG Maker, so obviously things are very slightly unpolished. So yeah, there's obviously still a bit of stuff to do with this thing, or whatever it's called. So when it will release is more like if it will release, because as well as that, obviously you know Nintendo's stance on fan games, they don't really like them at all. So obviously I don't want to get sued by anyone, which also makes this a problem. So yeah, as you can see, I'm obviously not that great at scripting these kind of videos, but basically this is what's been going on with me for the past 2 months. And if you want to know more about it, or if you have any questions, you can ask me quite easily in the comments below or on Discord. So yeah, this thing is just more of a project I've been working on. Not really, you're not meant to be playing it for fun. You're meant to be playing it just to see how Breath of the Wild, the Hyrule Castle town, could have looked like if it was fully built. Yeah, there's a quest here and there, but that's about it. I could add more as I go along and figure more out how the mechanics of RPG Maker. But again, if no one's that interested, then I'm more just going to keep it to myself. That's really it for me, showing you what I've been doing for the past 2 months. Obviously got still bugs and stuff to sort out. So if this ever gets released or not is still kind of unknown. But otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see any more of these videos, I don't know what you want to call them, devlogs or something like that, then definitely subscribe so you can be notified when I come out with one, if I come out with one. And maybe like the video as well, because if you're already subscribing, you might as well like the video. Anyway, that's it for me for now, and until next time, see ya.